What's the excitement level like for you guys now? Here you go, back home. Obviously, finishing the regular season undefeated was a huge goal, but now just kind of getting into that postseason feel. What's the mood around the team been like right now?
Well, it's a fun time. We went really light yesterday and had a short practice, so this will be our first kind of real practice since the conference season wrapped up. And it's fun, it's exciting, but it's work time. We want to, to do what we want to do, we still have to get better, and so that's what we'll focus on. And, it's great being at home. There's a lot of distractions at home, so we've got to make sure that we're locked in and making sure we're getting rest and focus so that we can play our best this weekend and into the future.
Obviously, hosting again is the goal for you guys. Where do you think you're at with that, and how much of a focus is that obviously going into this tournament?
Well, we think we're in pretty good position to host. Since they came out with the rankings, we haven't lost. So we feel like we've done our job on that, and we feel like we could host regardless. We feel like if we get to the finals, we feel pretty confident. If we win it, we feel really confident. The committee has to make the decision, but we feel like we've put ourselves in a position, and obviously we hope to host, but we'll deal with whatever's thrown our way. We feel like we can compete with anybody in the country, and we'll be ready to go.
How important is it to win this tournament to get that momentum to go into the NCAA tournament?
Well, I think it's great to play top-level teams, and so it's great to play in a championship atmosphere. It's just different than a regular match, so you get your players kind of that experience a little bit going into the tournament. If we don't win it, do I think we are in trouble to make a run in the tournament? No. I think sometimes, winning it gives you a lot of confidence. You feel good going into the tournament. Those are positives. If you drop, sometimes it kicks you in the butt and focuses you for a good week of practice. So I've seen our teams and I've seen other teams have both those scenarios kind of play out. So, we'll be ready for either scenario. We hope it's obviously coming off a win, but regardless, I think we'll be ready to go for the tournament.
How much confidence do you guys have knowing that you haven't lost to any of these teams that you're about to play in the Big East tournament?
Well, I think what we do is we have a lot of respect for them. We went 4 with Villanova at their place. Villanova's given us some fits. They swept us last year, so we know they're very good. They've got, they've got really good offensive parity. And then, Marquette obviously is the team that most people will think will move on. They're playing really well, but St. John's, they can't overlook St. John's. St. John's is playing with a lot of, I just think St. John's is a confident team, and although Marquette swept them last weekend, I think anything in this atmosphere can change things because Marquette's fighting for a chance to host also, so they have a lot on the line.
When you look at this on the surface, I think when you look at the semifinalists, I think you guys won 18-2. Sets, but you've had a lot, that Villanova one at home is 29-27 in the first.
Mm-hmm.
You have a lot of those. So, to outsiders, maybe it seems like this is a comfortable couple of wins for you guys. Obviously, I assume that you're not feeling the same way.
No, not at all. We know any of these teams can beat us. We know that we can beat any of the teams. So we're going to need to play well to be successful, period. And I think any of the 4 teams could come out on top.
You've won, 18 matches in a row now? Is that right?
I'm not sure, but something like that.
Is this team peaking at the right time?
I hope so. I feel like we're confident. I think, gosh, the more that I'm in this, the more I really find things that we're not doing well. And so I find myself nitpicking on a lot of stuff. I even said to him the other day, I'm going to pick on a lot of different things, but you guys are playing really good volleyball. And so it's this balance of making sure they're not comfortable, but it's also this balance of letting them know, but you're dang good. So I think, it's always this fine line of not only doing that for a team, but each individual player. Are we focused on what they're doing well and trying to make them better at that, or are we focused on things that they're struggling on? And that's been a discussion we've had with the coaching staff. Do we focus on the things that they're not good at, or do we focus on the things they're good at and make them feel really good about those things?
What did you, obviously it's still a little ways off, but I guess last year hosting and going out the way that you did you learn anything from that? Obviously you've returned so many key players, but maybe last year the goal was, okay, we want to host, and this year the goal is we want to host, but you don't want it to end there. Obviously.
Yeah, for sure. You know, we didn't want it to end there last year too. I think we had the toughest bracket of, you know, any of the hosting teams last year, and lost to a very good Michigan State, who went on to be an Elite Eight team. But there's no question there was pressure. You know, we felt it, they felt it, and I think going through it will make us a little bit more comfortable, I hope. So, you know, you hope that each time you do something, you know, you're better at it the next time. So we hope we get the opportunity and can prove that we can weather a couple games at home.
You know, picking up with the postseason feels right now, kind of the next chapter, I guess, of this season. What changes do you notice among the team and maybe yourself when it kind of starts to get into high gear now a little bit?
Yeah, the postseason just brings a new excitement to the team, just a new energy in the gym. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, and we're all just excited to see how far of a run we can go.
Do you need that after, you know, 18 conference matches? You're seeing the same teams. Yeah, obviously, you're going to see those same teams now again, but it just kind of feels a little bit different to set the tone the rest of the way.
Yeah, it's a different energy. I mean, and it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row, so we're definitely locking in this week to just make sure we can get a little bit better and make sure we can take care of business this weekend.
Jaylee, how important is this Big East tournament to win and make a statement as you head into the tournament?
Yeah, it's really important to us to win this weekend. We went 18-0 in conference, and that's awesome, but it's going to mean a lot more if we back it up by winning this weekend.
And how is this team playing heading into this? I mean, you've won 18 in a row. Are you peaking at the right time, or what do you think?
Yeah, we're feeling confident coming into this weekend, and I definitely think we're peaking at the right time and playing our best volleyball right now.
There's some people on the outside, I think you look at it, you look at the semifinal teams, I think you beat them 18-2 overall if you add it up. Obviously, it wasn't, you know, that big of a disparity when you're on the floor. You had a lot of close sets, and you know, when you look at Villanova, they've given you guys some trouble in the past. So how do you maybe not look past teams this time of year when you have beaten them a couple times already?
Yeah, I mean, we talk about it every day at practice. Anyone can beat us on any given night if we don't come prepared to play. So just knowing that we have to show up no matter what, because the past does not matter. What matters is that night. So just making sure we're ready to go.
Coach was talking a little bit about maybe the pressure of hosting last year and how if you're not used to it, it's something new to kind of adjust to. Obviously, you're trying to host again this year and you're in a good position. What maybe did you learn from that experience last year that could help you out this season?
I think we learned just to treat it just like a road game, whether we're home or away. We just have to be locked in no matter what and dialed in. It's fun to play at home and we love our fans, but it's just so much excitement, and we just have to learn how to tone it down and just play our game and not worry about the outside distractions.